All right, so let's just start the class with algebra. I'm clicking on the screen. All right, so I was saying that I'm going to change. Here said mu. In your question, homework question, mu is 3. I will make this one to mu equal to 4. All right, and then we solve this one. Also, I would like you guys to solve it at the same time. So we have sigma here. We already know what this do to this series of a number. So sigma means addition. We have sigma gets 2 number. Sigma gets the number here, which is initial value, and get the number on the top will be the end value, correct? That's the meaning of the sigma. So it start at 3, end at 7. Good. For which variable? We have 2 variables here. We have I and we have mu. Which one we're going to start with? I, correct? Because they said I start from 3. Mu is fixed, is 4. So I'm going to rewrite this as sigma I start from 3 to 7, I minus 4. Now I'm going to write, now instead of this I will substitute different value. Start from 3. So it will be 3 minus 4. This is one parenthesis, plus 4 minus 4, plus 5 minus 4, plus 6 minus 4, plus 7 minus 4. So I stop at 7 because that's the end point. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 for I. So that's what you learn in this course about sigma. So the next going to be a basic algebra that you're going to use your calculator or your head. You have parenthesis, 3 minus 4 is negative 1. This is plus. This is plus. And 4 minus 4 is 0. Then we get plus. 5 minus 4 is 1. If you do one mistake, I mean, everything will be wrong. Plus 6 minus 4 is 2. Plus 7 minus 4 is 3. If we add them, 1 and 1 will go, so the answer is 5. In your homework, they want 5 here, but this is a confusing part. So first, write out this summation. That means you have to write this one. Exactly this gonna go here. You have negative 1 plus 0 plus 1 plus 2 plus 3.
Yeah, that's what I got wrong, is when I wrote out the summation. I thought I were supposed to write the parentheses and everything out, so.
But that's okay, you learn, don't worry about it. This is only pass and no pass. I only want you guys to know what to do, all right? I will see the way you guys solve it, so you will get credit, don't get disappointed. Let's go to another question. So I think your homework was 3. Do you guys want to solve it now and submit it, or you want to do it later? Sarah, did you solve this one?
Yeah, I believe so. I already solved this one, yeah.
Okay. So you asked me this, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah. I know it looks complex, looks like an advanced calculus. But I mean, in this course, you can just ignore them. It would be good to understand what they're saying, but we have a formula. Inside of that formula, there's a sigma, correct? That we know what is that for. We have x of I, and we have n. So I'm going to solve this exactly as this. First one, they said, what is sigma xi? This is, it was my fault. People thought this is x times I. X times I will be xi like this, but this is like, this is x, then at the bottom is I. That means we're gonna have x1, correct? x2, gonna have x3. So here we have xi. I start from 1. That means we're gonna have x of 1. I'm not saying x multiplied by 1, x1 plus x2 plus x3. How much should I go? What's the end point on the top? So what we have 8. Or you also can see it here, 8. So I will stop at 8. So we're going to stop at
Text me, I'm not answering you. Sorry, Professor, I didn't know I wasn't on mute.
Well, that's good.
So then you would just be adding up 24 plus 15 plus 19 plus 25
Yeah.
plus 20.
So this is the one that you guys didn't know, or you were confused that this x of I, x is not multiplying by I. This is a x of I. In calculus or advanced algebra, we might have like a xij. So we're gonna have different variable.
Okay.
So if we do this, if you add them up, the answer is gonna go there. What about this one?
You divide the total sum over the 8.
Very good. So we don't need to calculate this part anymore because this part is already there, correct? If we add them, what do we get? Adrienne, what do we get?
Hold on, I'm still computing the sum.
You're confused? You help me.
Is it 130?
130. I believe you guys. I mean, you are recorded. This is, you will see 130. Okay. Musa, do you have a question?
No, I just got in.
All right. Only we have 4 people. Camera is on. What about the next one? So if it's 130, we use calculator, correct? 24 plus 15 plus 19. And then this is going to give us 130 divided by n, which is n equal to 8.
It's 16.25.
So rounded to 2 decimal places, so 16.5. We okay here? In Math 800, so don't make it complicated. Please ask me, just do not overthink. It's like only we are dealing with algebra. So we are preparing you to do okay in a statistic. Let's have another example. Again, this is a statistic question, but we give you everything. We give you expected value formula, we explain it, we give you guys data. So your job is to apply the algebra. Can you guys tell me what is EV? Because this is an exact homework question, I would like to make this one 2.2. Rocio,
Hi.
is that okay to change the question?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. So it's due tonight. Or you can solve it at the same time. Okay, can you guys tell me what is the answer here? Good, that means I start from 1, goes to n. Then as soon as I use the value of I, here I'm going to say I equal to 1, x of 1, p of x1. So I'm not using the sigma anymore. The sigma notation is gone. Addition comes. Then I have x2 times p of x2 plus x3 times p of x3 plus x4 p of x4. And we stop at 4, correct? Because we have only 1 set, 2 set, 3 set, 4 set. And Naz was correct. We multiply them, add them, multiply them, multiply, multiply. So we know what to do, but unfortunately, if we do a mistake on how do we add and multiply, then everything will be wrong. Naz, can you solve it?
I got 2.96, but I'm putting in the second decimal place right now.
So 2.96. So that's what you got exact?
Yes, exactly 2.96.
So this is a 2 decimal place. Sierra, what did you get?
Let me add it up. I was still watching.
Okay, that's good. Musa, what did you get?
Professor, I just wrote it down. Give me a second.
Is this going to be on YouTube later?
Manial,
I got 3.06.
3.06. Interesting.
Yeah, I got 3.06 as well, but that's factoring that 1 is 0.2, the way you had it.
Oh, no. I would like you guys to do. Sorry.
I got 2.96 too.
2.96.
And I'm looking at my numbers on the one that I did, and they're all different. So I guess it
I see.
changes it for
Yeah,
different.
but that's the good news for me. But whatever you see here right now,
Okay.
what do you get?
I gotta go back and do it over.
Well, you can just subtract. Well, if you get 1 out of it.
Oh, well, 0.1. Yeah. Okay.
It's 2.96 if x is 1 and px is 0.1. But since you changed it the other time.
I didn't change it. I'm so sorry. I didn't change it. I put it back right there.
Oh, yeah, then it's 2.96. Sorry about that.
So Naz is correct. Naz,
Yeah.
so you're correct. So you just need to put 2.96 here.
Okay.
What you got wrong, the system says wrong.
Yeah. I don't think that it was exactly the same question, but maybe I did a calculation mistake while I was doing the homework.
Calculation mistake. Anytime you're dealing with the digits, I mean, if you do a small mistake, if instead of 2.96, if you put 2.97 or 2.69, it will be different story. When you're dealing with digit, you need to be super, make sure that everything is correct.
Mm-hmm.
Is this going to be on YouTube later?
Yes, I'm recording, yeah.
Okay. Thank you, because I might need to refer back.
Do not make it complicated, guys. Have a good note. No. Okay, let's have another one. This is super, not ugly, it's in YouTube, a super beautiful formula, standard deviation. But again, this is the algebra part. The standard deviation, you know what to do in the computer. It gives you the standard deviation. So anytime in a statistic, you use the computer or your calculator, when they give you a standard deviation, just be nice to it because they did all this calculation. All right. So let's solve this one. Do not copy it. Copy it from me. You can see it. Musa, you don't need to copy it in 15 minutes and say you're going to start working on it. Start right now. Can you see the number formula?
I see it.
Good. Manuel?
Yeah, it's good.
This is an image or yes, camera? Oh, you moved.
Yeah.
Wait for something. You changed. You shared it with us. I'm trying to memorize you guys. Jared,
Yeah.
you asked me a few questions as well, correct?
Yeah, I'm good now though.
Very good. Thanks for joining us. So let's solve this one. If you solve it, let me know. I'm gonna pause the recording to. No, don't. You might be right. I mean, Sir, Sierra.
Well,
what
I
you-
was about to give my answer, but I forgot to square.
I was
Square
gonna
Square root?
dividing
Do
by
you have a
7.
do you have it? What did you get?
Well,
So
I know it's wrong because I straight up just forgot to square it before.
Well, you do a square root. Oh, you forgot to square
I
it.
forgot to square it before dividing it by 7. So I got 3.803, but I'm looking at it now and it's wrong. So
That's fine. I mean, we do it
That's what I
again.
forgot.
We do it again. We don't
you
want
got
to.
the same thing? Did someone else say they got the same thing?
No, I forgot to square it.
Oh,
So
yeah.
that's
Yeah, and I was adding up and I was like, I just feel like there's a mistake in my calculations. But I know what to do. I just need to put it in right.
Very nice. Yeah, we need to just make sure we substitute it correctly. We don't want to do any algebraic mistake.
try again.
Anytime you guys dealing with the digits, that means you're dealing like a phone number, like area code 415. I don't want to put my phone number here, but if you are gonna dial, you're dealing with the digit, I agree. If instead of 415, if I put 5 first and 1 after, if I dial millions of times, I'm never gonna get hold of the friends, correct? Is that important? I mean, when you're dealing with digits, you need to make sure the place value, the way you're calculating it is correct. So any other answer? Let's ask Rocio. Rocio always. Oh,
I'm
Naz?
trying to figure it out.
Uh-huh.
It's so long when I'm entering it onto the graphing calculator.
I
But
think you emailed me. You said put in graphing calculator. Graphing calculator is great, but
Yeah.
you are much smarter than graphing calculator. Let me solve it. So
Okay.
now you guys love it. Oh, let's see him solve it. So I will sharpen my pencil.
Yeah, when I was at tutoring, maybe I thought I was supposed to enter it a certain way on the graphing calculator. So we're gonna go ahead and
I mean, with the
solve it by hand.
with the graphing calculator that you have,
Yeah.
you are able to program what x1 to x8 is. And but in programming it in the computer, it would be more complicated than just doing by hand and then use a calculator.
Okay.
So yeah, your graphing calculator does understand this formula.
19.
But the way I'm going to solve it, I'm going to say, great. So we have radical. So inside of radical, this much, for example. Good. We have a summation from 1 to 8. We're going to have x1 minus 12.875 squared divided. Now everything should be divided by 8 minus 1. I will do few steps to get to this level. I mean, at the same time, I can plug x1 as well. If instead of the 8 was, if we have like a 20 or more than 10x, then we use the calculator.
Professor, can I tell you what I got?
What'd you get? Yeah.
Hopefully it's right. Well, you're supposed to round it to the third decimal, right? So that I got 44.360.
Like this?
Yeah, no, that's wrong. Okay.
What is wrong?
Oh no, I'm asking at
I don't know the answer.
44.360.
I don't know the answer.
Yeah.
But so first I'm gonna just substitute. Are you following me what I'm doing? So then we have second one. We have x2 minus 12.875 squared plus x3. You guys are right, this is long. In statistics, if we use a graphing calculator, we use that the website related to the book. But for this course, you need to do algebra. All right, so I need to erase my drawing. So then we have x7 minus 12.875 squared plus x8 minus 12.875 squared, correct? This is the idea. We're writing one big line. Now, we're going to calculate. We have one big radical. Instead of x1, I'm going to plug the value. Okay, I'm cheating here. I'm not rewriting it in this. Brasir, did you use the calculator? I mean,
Yeah. The whole
everything,
way.
the whole thing in calculator?
The whole way through. Yeah.
No. I mean, you just plug the formula in the calculator?
Yeah.
I want to know how to do that.
You made a table?
It was so long.
You made a table?
I did. I did it twice because you have to be careful with the keys.
Yeah.
Professor,
Look
would
at
this
the
calculator work?
Which one? Yeah.
Okay.
If you make one mistake, you have to clear the whole thing and start all over.
Oh, okay.
But
Yeah.
look at, so now we have to calculate each parenthesis.
Yeah. Okay.
What is 8 minus 12.847? This was negative 4.875 squared plus 20 minus 12.875. It gives you 7.125.
2.5.
125, right? 25?
2.5.
7.25?
No, 7.125.
125, yeah. This gives us 0.875 squared plus gives a negative 6.875 squared plus 9.125. Is that correct? 22 minus 12.9.
Correct.
And 14 gives us 2.875 squared plus 19 minus that gives us 6.875 squared. Last one will be plus 2 minus 12 give us 10, negative 10.875.
Professor?
Yes.
So for 14, I have
A
1 point.
Yeah. I did purposely because to make sure you guys are following me. 1.875?
1.125. And then for your third one, wouldn't it be negative since it's 12 minus 12.875? Wouldn't it be negative 0.875?
For which one?
For the third one, for x3, 12 minus.
But because we have a square, we're gonna be okay.
It doesn't matter. Okay.
Then everything divided by 7. Again, that's the algebra. There's a way to do it in the machine. Now, who's going to square each one? Now you can just use a calculator. Say negative 4 point this squared plus this is squared. You are using your mobile phone? No.
The second to last is also
Negative, yeah.
wrong. It's 6.125, not 6.875.
I do it purposely again. That's what you got 0?
No. I hadn't squared it when I got 0, but I did the first part.
So can you, all of you guys, just add them up with the square? Roshni, could you do it too? Sarah, did you do it?
Yeah, well, after I squared each one, I divided by 7 right away.
Very good, that's correct. Or
Okay.
each one divided by 7, or
I did each one divided by 7. I didn't like add them all up together and then divide by 7. Is that wrong?
No, that's right, but that's too much
Okay.
work.
Same thing.
So what did you get?
For the first one, I got 3.395. And then, do you want like my full answer, or do you want when
Full answer after you square rooting it.
After I squared it, and then I divided by 7, and then I added them all up. I got 51.838. I don't know. I could be way off. I don't.
So can you add what I have here, the number here?
Yeah.
Can you score them again? I think I paused it. But this was so we got 7.2. So this one worked. So now let's work on this question. We're talking about chi-squared. Chi-squared, something that we're going to deal with it in chapter 5. Again, our computer will calculate this formula for us, but we're going to learn the definition of chi-squared. But in this class, we just want to do algebra. So chi-squared equal to sigma from 1 to n. What is our n here? 6, correct? So we're going to start from 1. So anywhere I see I, here I, here I, here I. So I'm going to start with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I'm going to put O of 1 minus E of 1 squared divided by E of 1. I don't like my handwriting. Plus happy that you guys reading the table and you guys dealing with chi-square. Look at it the way that it will give you guys a good opportunity for the high paid job. So we have O of 1, O of 1. So this is I, which is this is 1. So this is going to be O of 1. This is going to be E of 1. This is how do we read it. So O of 1 going to be this. O of 1 will be 10 minus 9 squared divided by 9. How come I cannot find a good color right now? Plus, so now 3 minus 12 divided by 12, right? We square it. You get 3 minus 12 squared divided by 12. Is this correct? Did I substitute everything correctly? Mariana is good on this.
It looks like you did.
I don't see any mistakes.
I don't see any mistake.
Never. How can I do a mistake? This is correct. So good. I continue. No mistake. I didn't do it. So now I'm gonna 12 minus 9. All the number here are small, so you are able to do it in your head. 10 minus 9 is 1 over 9 plus 3 minus 12 is negative 9 squared over 12 plus 5 squared over 6 plus 3 squared over 11 plus 5 squared over 7 plus correct. If it was a negative, I put in parentheses. If it's not negative, we don't need to put in parentheses. But so let me do one more step. So we have 1 squared is 1 over 9 plus negative 9 squared is 81 over 12 plus 25 over 6 plus 9 over 11 plus 25 over 7 plus 1 over 2. If we add them, can you guys add them now to tell me what is the answer?
I think I have the answer.
What is
I got 15.8981, and then when I rounded to the second decimal place, I got 15.90.
15.90?
I got
Yeah, when I rounded.
I got
Anybody?
15.916.
916?
Mm-hmm.
But how many decimals? 2 decimals, so 9. Anybody else got
It was
different?
15.91 then.
I
So
got 15.92.
What'd you get?
15.92 since we're rounding.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that's what I would get.
Naz, you got 15.90?
Yeah, I got 15.90 exactly.
What is your calculator? Let me see.
My calculator said this, and then when I round it, I got 15.9.
No, tell me everything. Give me all the digits.
It says 15.8981.
Like this?
Yeah, it said exactly like that.
Maria, what did you get?
15.92.
Let me see your calculator. Is that same as graphing calculator? It's same. The same. Yeah. I just want to see that. I thought all of them should be correct. That's strange. Naz, probably you did something. Sarah, did you get 15 point?
I got 15.916, and then that would be rounded to 15.92. Right?
Yeah. Naz, you almost right, or I don't think you mistype anything, because if you mistype it, it will give you a totally different answer. Looks like your calculator rounding to already rounded for you. Did you type all
Oh,
of it
I
at the same
see.
time?
Yeah,
All of
I
them.
just did. Yeah,
Yes.
I just did 1/9 plus 81/12 plus, and I
All
just
of
did all of them. Yeah.
And Maria, you too, correct?
I actually squared them first and then
Doesn't matter. You square them first and then
I did the math.
Me too.
you square them and then doesn't matter. Let me see what's the answer. $15.92. So 15.92 is the correct answer. Naz, you did yell a little bit problem. I don't know what you do, but you're almost there.
Yeah.
Right.
Maybe something's wrong with it. I can use a different calculator on the test, I guess.
Well, I don't want you in the exam tell me my calculator give me this answer, but you need to see if your calculator goes to 8 or 9 digits. Some calculator round it for you. We don't want that. We want that. Right. All right, let's have another one. Another question. Any question for this? The level of difficulty is not is complicated, but you need to enjoy your handwriting and try to list them out. If you list them like this, then you can review it, correct? I don't think this is complicated compared with the statistic, correct? They give us the value of I, but now in this table, we don't have I. So you know this is going to be first one. There's going to be 1. Wow. There's going to be 1. There's 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. So we're going to have sigma of I start from 1, goes to 5, because we have only 5 rows, of x of I, p of xi. This is beautiful formula. So we're going to use it. We're going to, the sigma means addition, correct? Something happening there. This I starts from 1, goes by 1 to 5. If this 5 was 500, then we had problem. What is 5? We have to do 5 addition. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So the first one, let's pick purple. X of 1, so I'm going to say x1 p of x1, x2 p of x2, x3 p of x3, x4 p of x4, x5 p of x5. Somebody want to join us right now? No, Naz. Okay, agree. This is the meaning of sigma, which is addition. At the same time, I substitute the I. Now is a fun part. Now we have to plug the value. is it multiplication? The good thing is exactly in the same row. Imagine x of 1 was there. So you have to look for it, but it's not. Just need to multiply and add them. So we 1 multiplied by 0.0172 plus 2 times 0.1211 plus 3 times 0.32 plus 4 times 0.376 plus 5 times 0.1657. All right. This is what we write. Now we're going to use a calculator. 1 times this. If you want to punch everything in the calculator, you need to be super careful. I usually don't do that. Well, if you guys have a graphing calculator, so make sure there is a parenthesis for each multiplication. So can you guys do this for me?
Is it 3.5519?
I got.
Anybody else?
That's the same answer I got.
Very good. So we go with 3.5519. Sierra, what did you get?
What was it that, oh yeah, I got 3.5519. So yeah, same thing.
Are you using your phone?
Yeah, I am.
But your phone, you're using app?
Yeah, the calculator app.
But that's the basic calculator. Be careful. It would be good to have a scientific calculator on your phone is okay.
Okay.
All right. So we, Musa, you okay?
Yeah, I'm still calculating it.
All right. Another similar question. So let's don't do that. You got the idea. You can just multiply. I mean, you can just multiply, and add them. And the formula is same, expected values. Should we do this? All right, so we don't need to, I would suggest for you guys, for practice, I would like to do what I have done here, like this. Again, those things gives you guys confidence, makes you guys have a better handwriting. Taking care of the space, all of them is important for the algebra. So, but for this example, same is similar. I would like you guys to multiply. 0 multiplied by that, this is going to go away. 1 times 0.16. So you can, in your graphing calculator, you can say 1 times 0.16 plus 2 times 0.35 plus, you can do that.
I'm so sorry. When you get a chance, can you go back to the last problem so I could just snap a picture of it? Thank you. Okay, I got it. Sorry.
What do we do after we multiply?
What's happening?
You just add it, Naz.
Oh.
Oh, we just add it. I thought we multiplied it.
No.
So you multiply and then you add.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay.
This
okay.
is,
Thanks.
if you just zoom, it will be sigma. Part of the sigma.
I got 2.36, but it says 4 decimals, so I'm not really sure about that.
Anybody else?
I got the same thing, but when I round to the 4th decimal, I got 2.3600.
Okay. We usually don't put the 00 after. But let's see what the homework said. $2.36. So we don't need to put this. Another similar question. I know we only worry about the algebra part, but also when we're reading it, it's something it should make sense.
Is the answer 4?
4? Anybody else?
I got 4.
All right, we go with the 4. Fancy question. I think that's the last question for tonight. So we have, let's solve this one. We have X. Hmm. $1,303 minus 1293 squared plus second one, correct? If you add them up, you should get 138. That's what you got?
Yes, Professor.
Adriana. All right.
Thank you.
Any question here? So no statistic now. So that's why your camera was on all the time?
Yeah,
You're scared of a
I like
statistic?
math 800 better than math 200, to be honest.
Math 800 looks more complicated than Math 200.
But it's kind of like similar since I took algebra 2 like last year.
You need to know how to multiply two fraction. If you have A over D, multiply by C over D, you just multiply like this. It gives us AC times BD, and then you see if you can simplify it.
Yeah, to be honest, it's easier like this to leave it as fraction than just put it in
In this
decimal
case,
form.
this is 5, that's 48. We're not able to simplify. But if we had a case that you need to simplify it.
Yeah, okay. Okay, yeah, thanks.